This is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month, decreed officially by Bernard Rimland in 1970, then by Let's stay on that for a minute. So first off, his name was Bernard Rimland, not Bernard. The month of April, National Autism Awareness Month, coincides with his son's birthday, who was diagnosed with autism. He was a psychologist who actually wrote the book Infantile Autism after he did years of research, because for those who do not know, prior to this book, it was broadly thought that parents caused a child's autism, that autism was caused by you being a bad parent or you being concerned with your own life. He did, after years and years of research, he proved that it was more of a biological issue and far less than a psychogenic issue, that your mama effed up. Funny history story, this photo right here, this is of my grandmother volunteering at the Sacramento Area Mental Health Association in 1970. Yep, you know, I got to give love to grandma. This was my grandmother, Nettie Mae Boulware. She volunteered at the Sacramento Area Mental Health Association. This was in 1977. I just want to give respect to my grandmother for, Rest in peace, Grandma Nettie. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm Nettie Mae Boulware's grandson. Rest in peace to her. For those of you guys who do not know, as the rates of autism have been rising in this country without end, I want to say as it stands right now, 1 in 31 children in this country suffer from autism. And I think what you have to also remember too, this is not a new issue. I know a lot of people like the phrase like, oh my God, this is just new stuff. I saw even with certain officials, public officials said last year that it's because of an issue with education. As far as we know, this is genetic. This has been something as an issue since the history. Funny story, even in the early 1900s, there was not blatant, but just misunderstandings of how to handle autism. Back in the day, autism was actually categorized as schizophrenia. Up until 2013, it was thought that if a child had sensory deprivatory disorder, that automatically meant they had autism. Or I might be saying SPD. I'm saying it. I probably might be pronouncing it incorrectly. But it wasn't until 2013 that it was said that, hey, those two things are not necessarily 100% related. And I do think what makes this an issue that I'd say, or something that, not an issue, but I'll say something that affects us all, is regardless of race, creed, or income level, this is something that you've seen across the board. Like that number 1 in 31 is realistic to me because I've happened to work in a lot of areas where I had to work with people who have